Good Charlotte is one of the most prominent punk pop bands on the scene today. Their hard-rocking and whimsical approach to rock has made them a favorite among young music fans.
Kids, we love you.
That's crazy. Hey guys.
A lot of the bands coming out now are younger. We're all still fans.
I just wanna live.
Like most of their predecessors, Good Charlotte's rise to punk pop prominence was no simple task. Twins Joel and Benji Madden had met their fair share of adversity prior to ascending to their multi-platinum heights.
We came from nothing. That's all we talked about. I was like, oh, we're going to get signed one day.
A string of good fortune had led Good Charlotte to the brink, but the Maryland Rockers needed something that would push them over the edge. On September 26, 2000, Good Charlotte released their debut self-titled album.
This is for you. To everyone who's ever been called a freak. Y'all know what I'm saying. This is for you. Here we go.
Initial reaction was lukewarm at best, and Good Charlotte was delegated to a modest rise on college radio. But then, out of nowhere, something happened. The song Little Things began getting heavy airplay on Philadelphia radio station WPLY.
Little Things was an important song for us because everyone can relate to it no matter who they are. That's always been the most powerful thing for us is word of mouth. It's more powerful to us and more important to us than radio or anything else. It's kids telling kids.
Other stations caught on, and Good Charlotte found themselves with pockets of regional popularity.
Kids will always tell each other, you know, what's good and stuff, so.
It was a good start for the young rockers, but the punks from small-town Maryland wanted more.
So many people told us that we would never leave Washington, D.C.
We had been together for like 5 years, and we were playing locally, you know, in D.C. area, and we got kind of like a little bit of a following there.
Thank you, Baltimore.
We started going up to New York and opening for bigger bands, and we got a tour. We got some shows with Blink-182, some shows with Lit, and I guess some labels came out and started recording us.
Just when it seemed Good Charlotte would fall into the obscurity of localized celebrity, fate stepped in the form of a recording contract with Epic Records.
When we got a record deal, I got to tell my parents, like, I think it's for real, you know, we're actually going to get a record deal. At that point, it sort of hit them really hard, like, you know, wow, this is sort of for real.
The buzz and the industry attention were a source of much satisfaction for the young punks who had for so long suffered serious feelings of adversity and obscurity.
We're moving on. How many of you guys are coming with us?
But just as things were starting to shift into high gear, Good Charlotte was forced to deal with some family issues of their own. Drummer Aaron Escalopio lost interest in the band and decided to leave to form a new band with his brother.
And he left, and we really never spoke again. It wasn't like, you know, I hate you, die.
We just kind of parted ways. I mean, we just kind of had different ideas.
It was a tough blow for the young punks, but their dreams were within reach, and no amount of adversity was going to slow their forward momentum. Aaron was quickly replaced.
Strangely, when it was down to just the four of us, there was like everything lifted, and we just felt like we could be honest with each other, and just it was really a whole new band.
Dates with MXPX, a prominent spot on the 2001 Warped Tour, and trips to Australia and New Zealand helped Good Charlotte gain international attention and put them in a prime position for world domination.
When we first started touring, MXPX took us out like over a year ago, and we were little kids and didn't, you know, that was like our first like really big, playing to a lot of kids every night tour, and they showed us a lot of the ropes.
In 2002, Good Charlotte released The Young and the Hopeless, their first major label outing, and within weeks, their lives were forever changed.
The first record, we developed a really close relationship with our fans. So we went in with the attitude for this record was just to make a good record for us and for our fans.
The album was a massive success all over the world.
What's up, London? How you guys doing?
We're going to go from a year and a half ago not having a place to live, wondering when you're going to eat the next time you eat, to this. Some bands are just like, whatever. And like you see us, we're all like,
It's really just gone to our heads, really.
We're talking about the dough, free shit.
And the bitches.
Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money.
MTV and Much Music seized on the band's hard-driving yet fun-loving approach, and music fans took notice of their catchy hooks, inspiring melodies, and the album's key theme, honesty.
I think it's all about honesty.
Kids aren't stupid. They know when someone's lying, when someone's whatever. Like, we're just honest with them, you know. We just are what we are.
But amidst the overwhelming success came a major backlash. Music critics and fellow musicians savagely attacked the band's commercial punk ethic.
I never put the word pop punk. I just thought they were like this cool rock band with really catchy songs.
My favorite band in the whole world could say that they hate my band.
I don't like Good Charlotte though.
Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Hi, Kanye.
I love music so much that I wouldn't care.
I'm a big fan of his, actually. I have his record.
Whatever anyone wants to say, or it's usually what they're thinking in their own head. So it's just kind of like one of those things you gotta just let them do it.
The unrelenting barrage of negative attention was a tough pill for the young rockers to swallow. Add to that the revolving door of temporary and studio drummers, and what you were left with was a shaky and insecure band.
All of a sudden, we got all these haters. We usually have a really clear line: you either love us or you hate us. For like the first couple months, it was cool, and now we go home and everyone just wants to talk shit about us.
Hate away.
Drink your haterade.
Good Charlotte was on a search for some form of stability and redemption, both elusive items for a band in the midst of massive growth and international notoriety. When we come back, Good Charlotte fight back with a vengeance. The Maryland punk poppers make a break for lasting stardom. Watch as Good Charlotte win friends, challenge enemies, and find love in unlikely places. When Born to Be continues.